Uh, a reporter had been up north somewhere to report on a football match. On the way back to London, his car broke down in a little village. He took it to the local garage and they said, well, we can fix it, but it's going to be a 2-day job. So the reporter booked himself in a hotel. He'd always got his eyes open for a story, and the first night he went down to the bar and he saw 3 fellows sitting in the corner, long beards and really ancient in looks. And, so he thought there's a story there somewhere. Because of their age, you know, they're bound to have long memories and they'll come up with a good story. So he went and bought 3 pints and took them over and said, would you like a drink with me, gentlemen? I see by the look of you, you've been here a long time. You must have some good stories of what's happened in the past. And they all, aye, yeah, we have. And he spoke to the first one. He said, well, how do you put your long life, you know, what contributes to your long life, you know? Is it walking, or sporting activities, or what? He said, well, actually it's smoking. He said, I've smoked all my life. He said, usually about 60 a day. He said, I started when I was at school behind the bike, said, making my own and smoking. And I couldn't do without them. He said, I get up in the morning, have a bit of a cough, and then I'll reach for my cigarette, have a cigarette, and that keeps me going for the rest of the day. And so he said, so you're telling me that it's cigarettes that contributes to your longevity then? And he said, yes, I think it is, yeah. Do you mind if I ask you how old you are? He said, I'm 92. He said, 92 and you smoke 60 a day? He said, that's amazing. So he moved on to the other fellow and said, and you, sir, you must have seen quite a few changes in your time. What do you contribute your longevity to? He said, oh, beer. He said, beer. He said, ever since I was that high, he said, I've always liked my pint of beer. My dad used to brew it and I used to go and have a pint out and top it up with water. He didn't know. When I got to earning a wage, I could really satisfy my appetite. He said, I have my 10 to 12 pints every day and I enjoy them. I don't think I could do without it. And so he said, so you're telling me that you, it's your drinking then that's give you the good lifespan you've had? And he said, yes it is. He said, well, do you mind if I ask how old you are? And he said, I'm 94. Oh yes, he said, that's very good. And then he went on to the other fellow and he said, and you, sir? He said, what do you contribute your life to? And he said, oh, women. He said, I love women. He said, I've always had girlfriends. He said, I've been married 5 times, dozens of children. He said, I just love women. He said, even my divorced wives, I still love them. He said, they realised that I needed my own space and they just let me get on with my life. And he said, oh yes, he said, and so you put women down to your longevity, they give. He said, yes, without women, he said, I couldn't exist. And he said, do you mind telling me how old you are? And he says, yes, he said, I'm 36. The next story I got from German, and I think it's a cracker.
Hang on. Well, this depends on the reaction before you should have told them after.
If I were to ask you where the first timepiece originated, where would you say? Switzerland, Germany, France, England? Well, you'd probably all be wrong, because it came from Mesopotamia. And it was brought about, the idea was from Alexander the Great. He conquered a great empire, Turkey, Persia, Babylon, straight the way through to Pakistan, and he realised that his supply lines were overstretched, so he came back and he thought he'd have a go at Africa. He'd already got Eritrea, Ethiopia, Egypt, Libya, Tunisia, but he thought he'd go deeper into Africa, into the Sudan. And so he sent his armies out there, and he sent 3 armies, and actually they all suffered defeat. Well, he'd never known defeat before as a general. He was such a great tactician, you know, he never lost. And then he lost 3 battles altogether, and he couldn't work it out. So he sent a team of inspector generals down there to find out exactly what happened. And they all came back to the same story. In the Sudan, the sun goes down very, very quickly. 1 minute it's daylight, 10 minutes later it's pitch black. And the Inspector General said that the army was quite unprepared for the sudden darkness, and they hadn't got their defences put in place. And as soon as it got dark, the Sudanese attacked them, and they won because of the confusion. And so Alexander thought, well, if we could find a way of finding out when the sun was going to set exactly, it would save us his losses. So he put his alchemists onto it, and to find a sort of timepiece or something that would let them know when the sun was going to set. And after a while they came up with a sort of rag band, which was like Velcro, and it was impregnated with a chemical which turned from green to red, just like litmus paper. As the sun was setting and the rays got weaker, it would change from green to red and play a little tune, which was more like a scratchy violin. It wasn't a real, you know, it'd make a noise anyway. And so it seemed to work. So Alexander issued one of these to every 50th soldier, so that somebody always knew when the sun was going to go down. And as soon as they got the warning that sunset was imminent, they'd get their defences set up. And that was it. They never lost another battle. But they did this timepiece, or made out of a piece of rag that played a tune. They didn't call it a wristwatch now. I mean, we've all got wristwatches, but in those days they used to call it Alexander's Ragtime Band. Oh,